But there really wasn't any news. Trump made no news on tariffs. Him trashing Jay Powell is kind of nothing new. But yet there was this big sell-off, and I wonder if you think the president needs to cut it out here, given how the way the market reacted.
Well, I've always said about Trump, and if you're not used to him after 12 years, you're never going to be used to him.
Right.
You got to distinguish between the noise and the signal. So let's talk about the executive and the Fed. Since the beginning of time, since those two organizations existed, the executive always jawbones the Fed. Every president wants rates down, always. The Fed is independent. It cares about inflation and employment. And so, I've seen this movie so many times. This movie's been on since it was black and white. It's crazy. And so the Fed's not going to listen to this. They're worried right now. And the only thing the Fed wants to know, frankly, let me interpret this for you, is how long is the China dance going to go for? Because the Euro dance, the Canadian dance, the Mexican dance, England out of the Euro, and Switzerland and Thailand, all that's going to get resolved. The market knows that already. It's either going to be 0 tariffs both ways or 10%, whatever reciprocal tariffs are going to be. They're not worried about that anymore. They're worried about the China dance, because right now, they're ramping up the rates on China, and it's like a trade war, an economic narrative. And so if you're the Fed, you're thinking that's very inflationary if it lasts too long. So you don't want to cut rates in front of that. You're nowhere near 2%. That's their mandate on inflation. So they're just going to sit back. It doesn't matter how much abuse they get from the White House. That's never, ever factored on the Fed. It just doesn't matter.
On this concept of Jay Powell and his future, though, Kevin, here was Elizabeth Warren just last week, the senator from Massachusetts. I want to get your reaction on the other side.
Understand this. If Chairman Powell can be fired by the President of the United States, it will crash the markets in the United States.
Is she right there?
Yeah, she's right. But I love Elizabeth Warren. She raises $5 to $20 at a time by saying outrageous stuff. She and AOC are the best marketeers of any of them. She's fantastic. I don't agree with her policies, but I respect her. But that soundbite was correct. You don't want to whack the Fed. That's a really bad idea. You want the Fed and the executive to be working together. The markets want an independent Fed. The whole world wants an independent Fed. The Fed maintains the debt market too. You got to remember, you don't want those bonds going wonky. Powell's been great. Trump's not going to fire him. This too will pass.
Okay.
Look for the signal, not the noise. This too will pass. It's the China deal that we're focused on now. Let's get Xi and Trump together. I don't care where, but I don't think it can last more than another 30, 40 days. That's it. We got to get this deal done.
You don't think so? Because
stuff is getting crazy. But I like the fact that he's squeezing this deal, because we've got to resolve. It's not about trade anymore with China. It's IP rights. It's access to their markets. It's Chinese companies raising money on the American markets. There's so many things. China's so different than the rest of the trade stuff. We got to work a deal out with China. I want to do business with China. I love the Chinese people. I want to sell them stuff. And I just want a reciprocal playing field. That's it.
I know you say that you think this gets done soon, but I'm looking at the recent past trade deals that the president made in his first term. USMCA, 13 months it took. The Phase 1 China deal, it was basically 22 months. The Korea deal with South Korea was about 9 months. So I know you think this is going to happen soon, Kevin, but I also wonder what you're telling your companies right now, because you have small companies that you invest in, medium-sized companies, all up and down the ladder. And the reality is that they can't. There's a lot of small and medium-sized business owners right now that can't act like the big players. And so when they're calling you and saying, Kevin, I'm seeing all of this noise out there, what is the signal that you see? What are you telling them of what they should be doing going forward?
Well, let's remind everybody that 62% of jobs in America are created by small companies, 5 to 500 employees. That is the essence of the American economy. They are the economy. So half of my companies in the last 2 years, maybe 3 years now, have already gone to Vietnam and Cambodia. Love Pop greeting cards. All of these companies moved their services out of China, not because of trade wars and tariffs. China's getting expensive. People don't realize that. It's not a cheap place. to operate. Plus, you got all this noise. So we went to Vietnam there, and Vietnam's already offered a zero tariff deal to Trump. Everybody knows that. It's a $30 billion economy. There's always going to be a trade deficit with Vietnam. That's where we went. And also Cambodia. There's other places to go. But the whole deal here is figuring out what China wants to do. Do they want to join the big boys, be part of the G7, G8? Or do they want to keep stealing IP and not giving access to their markets? And it's not just America, it's also Europe that's not happy with this. Since they joined the WTO in 2000, they haven't complied by those laws ever, including the negotiation they had with Trump. They've never done that. They've never complied with any of that stuff. At some point, you got to stop cheating and stealing. And Trump is, finally administration. You may not like him. The crazy thing about Trump, and I tell people that I work with overseas, everywhere, half the people I deal with have Trump derangement syndrome. They want to talk about litigating his presidency. I don't want to talk about that. He's president. Get over it.
Right.
He's going to be here for the next 3.5 years. I don't want to talk about that anymore. I want to talk about policy. You got to deal with the policy. Get over this whole Trump crazy stuff.
And on that,
you got to get over it because we can't do any business to deal with it.
I got to run, Kevin. But let me ask you this: on that policy front, you've been calling for 400% tariffs, I believe, on China. Are you still there?
Yeah. He's cranking it up 25% a week. Why? Do what I want to do. 400%. Stall everything on the water. Make everybody wake up and say, "Oh, wow." You got to be bombastic about this stuff. Xi and Trump are it's a game of chicken, two cars coming at each other. We're going to have to resolve it. I like 400. You know why? It rolls off the lips. 400% tariffs. 400. I've always liked that.
We'll leave it there. Kevin OLeary, hope to see you next week. Appreciate it, sir. Kevin OLeary, OLeary Ventures. Have a good one. Talk to you soon. Thank you. Thank you for watching, and make sure you go to joinnn.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.